All right, so we got, can the Sisters of Battle fall to the chaos? Ooh, that's a nice question, man. Make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below. Let's get right into it.
Falling to chaos is like autism. There's a spectrum. Some people are very susceptible to selling their souls to the dark gods and drinking that spicy Kool-Aid. For others, it's more or less impossible. Custodes, Sister of Silence, and Grey Knights do not fall.
Okay.
Space Marines, Guards, and even Inquisitors fall all the time. But what about Sisters of Battle? After all, they are wholly devoted to the Emperor and their god, and are extreme in their religious fanaticism.
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction real quick. If they're really that close to the Emperor, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
They can literally become loyalist demons after all in the form of living saints, and can use faith-based powers drawn from their belief in the Emperor. Okay. That sounds pretty hard to corrupt, right? Well, they also don't have any particularly special powers or natural defenses from chaos. So that begs the question, can Sisters of Battle fall? And if so, what examples are there of Chaos Sisters of Battle? Before we get started, there's a reason Geology is the longest running sponsorship on this channel. It's because they slap extremely hard, and it's a brand I've been a customer of for years. That's because it's skincare that works. Geology for sponsoring this video. Today we'll dive into the corruptibility of Sisters of Battle and if it has actually happened before. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's go, man. Let's go.
For some context on the Sisters of Battle used to be a cult on a random world called the Daughters of the Emperor. They were tricked into serving Georges Vandaye and became his personal army of bodyguards / fuck buddies, getting renamed into the Brides of the Emperor. Eventually, the Custodian Guard intervened, spoke to the bride's leader, Alicia Dominica, and showed her that Georges Vandaye was a turbo dick, so she killed him. The brides were then reformed into the Adeptus Sororitas and became the personal military of the ecclesiarchy, in order to bypass the rule that disallowed the ecclesiarchy from fielding men under arms. So they simply fielded women. This is also why there are no Misters of Battle. It's against the edict placed upon the ecclesiarchy's military power. Due to their faith in the Emperor, the Sisters are notoriously difficult to corrupt. Chaos forces will generally just kill them on sight, capture and torment them to death, or just leave them in prison.
Yo, does anybody, you know, I don't want to be that guy or nothing like that, but does anybody, I don't know, does anybody know who this is?
During the Siege of Rax, when the Loyalists liberated the fortress and found the imprisoned Sisters, they mercy killed them due to how fucked up they were from all the torture. But despite that, the Sisters didn't actually fall. This has been repeated all across the galaxy. Sisters clinging onto their faith and loyalty as they were brutalized beyond recognition. Usually, it's these Sisters who stay faithful despite the horrors they endured that end up returning as living saints. However, yes, Sisters of Battle can and have fallen to chaos. Most people point to Miriel Sabathiel as the only example. However, that's not the case. Many others have fallen. Miriel is just the only one the Imperium wasn't able to clean up and hide, so they pretend she is the only one that ever fell and use her as a kind of boogeyman story. In reality, it has happened multiple times. But with Miriel being the best and most fleshed out example, let's start with her. Miriel was a Sister Superior
Miriel, how you spell that?
of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, which more or less means she was a hero amongst the Sisters and not the kind of girl to fall easily. Now, Miriel's lore is old as shit to a point where its level of canon is actually in question, but for the sake of good content, let's ignore that. Miriel was fighting the Emperor's children, Legion, when she was captured by a demon prince of Slaanesh. She was brutally tortured in all kinds of horrific ways that I don't really want to get into because it was probably icky. Now, Chaos also literally has like venoms and poisons and shit that when injected into someone, makes them significantly more corruptible.
Look at Diddy 7.0. Man, as soon as that tongue hit her skin, man, she start automatically breaking out, bro. GG's.
Examples include the Chaos Knives used on Horus and Guilliman, the Chaos Snakes that bit Eristreed Krell, the shit that Gregor Eisenhorn had to drink, or whatever the fuck Fabius Bile injects people with. So we can assume something similar happened here as well. Eventually, Miriel fell to Slaanesh and became a Chaos Champion, much to the delight of Slaanesh and the Demon Prince. To mock her old order,
she became a Diddy champion. GG's. She became a Diddy champion. Wowzers.
Miriel committed a string of mass killings that deliberately looked like they were done by a Sister of Battle. Hence, a team of sisters came to try capture Miriel and hide the shame of her existence from the Imperium. Miriel lured them into an ambush and slaughtered them all, before then going off on various hunts across the galaxy, specifically targeting the Eldar. Now, this lore is nearly 20 years old and we haven't seen her since, but this was the first confirmed Sister of Battle fall in the setting, but definitely not the last. It was actually stated that Miriel has managed to recruit numerous sisters to a Chaos Warband. band, creating a mini subfaction of Slaaneshi Sisters of Battle. Damn, someone should make some models out of that. There are many ways to fall to chaos. Some are willing, some are significantly less consensual. During one of Caiaphas Cain's adventures, a chaos sorcerer was tearing across various Imperial worlds, using a unique power to corrupt them. That power was that he could corrupt and control anyone just by speaking with them. Hence he managed to corrupt entire regiments of guardsmen as well as a number of Sisters of Battle. Now the spell could be broken if you had a blank nearby, which is how Caiaphas Cain managed to resist it. However, if the sorcerer had corrupted you and then you got uncorrupted by a blank, you would be so mentally fucked up from the experience that all you'd want to do is kill yourself. On top of the fact that if the blank walked away from you, the corruption would seep back in. So it was pretty permanent. He used the corrupted sisters as his bodyguards and as a show of authority.
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yo, bro, he was low-key a player, bro. He had the girls protecting him. Yo.
Managed to do what he does best, which is finesse the shit out of impossible situations using Jurgen, a bit of luck, and actually a ton of skill that everyone except Cain seems to recognize. Killing the Chaos Sorcerer in the process and breaking the spell, the sisters instantly ran to the edge of a cliff and jumped off, killing themselves. To them, it was completely intolerable that they had become pawns of chaos. The only way to redeem themselves was to instantly die. In the novel Requiem Infernal, which is a bit of a headfuck of a book and dives quite deep into the complexities of corruption, a number of sisters in the book are more or less corrupted in their own way, with one even playing host to a demon. See, the thing about blind faith is that it's easy to manipulate. You think you could be faithful to the Emperor, but if you're tricked into thinking the Liber Demonica is the Emperor's Bible, then you may accidentally be a powerful conduit for chaos without realizing it. Whoopsies. To clarify further, as I just reread what I wrote and it's vague as shit, most of the Order died as opposed to outright fall into chaos. One sister got possessed by a Slaaneshi demon, another sister got corrupted and became this chaos bug monster thing. So technically only 2 in the Order actually fell. There was also a comic series called Demonifuge, featuring a wildly powerful sister of battle called Ephriel Stern, who has recently reappeared in the lore and is kicking ass and taking names. During her adventures, she encountered some corrupted sisters of battle. There was also a reference to at least one Khornite sister of battle in the Battle Sister Omnibus, but I haven't read that, so I don't know much about it, beyond her name being Sister Olenade of the Order of the Valorous Heart. It does seem like GW wanted at least one sister to fall from each god though, so it does make sense. Khorne actually does a great job of corrupting sisters of battle, managing to corrupt a whole bunch of them during the Blood Tide, which is that lore that people scratch their—
Hey bro, listen. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies, you know, that we got on Earth right now, but I'm gonna keep it real, bro. And I'm talking about IRL. Man, bro, Khorne will have a field day collecting so many like girls, bro. Man, girls nowadays, man, they are crash outs, bro. There are a lot of women nowadays, bro, that are, bro, simply just, bro, slashing tires, bro. They're picking up cars, like, on some Avengers stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Girls nowadays, man, are angrier and angrier. It's nasty work, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Khorne will have a field day with some of these girls.
Heads out a bit because it involves the Grey Knights arriving, killing a handful of still loyal, uncorrupted sisters, bathing in their blood, and apparently using that as a talisman of purity, which, yeah, great fucking lore there, buddy. In more recent times, there was a Dark Age of Technology device that acted as an astronomicon for the Imperial Nihilist side of the galaxy called the Coral Engine. Khorne wanted to destroy it because he's a bit destructive like that. Thus he threw Angron at it, and the big angry boy managed to hit it so hard that it exploded, sending out a shockwave of corruption and opening up a massive warp rift. It was a huge Khornite victory. That shockwave of corruption hit one of the main Indomitus fleets and drove every loyalist into a Khornite corrupted killing frenzy. The only ones being able to resist being the Sisters of Silence, Custodes, and Grey Knights, but not the Sisters of Battle, who joined in on the blood frenzy, which definitely counts as chaos corruption. The Adeptus Sororitas and the Ecclesiarchy as a whole go to great lengths to cover up any corrupted or fallen sisters, which unfortunately means their lore is hard to dive into. It seems that Khorne is corrupted the most, with Slaanesh also making up a few via Muriel and her warband. Then Nurgle got one via that corrupted bug shit. Funnily enough, it seems like Tzeentch is the only one who hasn't managed to get his tentacles on one as far as we know, which is strange since Tzeentch is usually the craftiest of the Chaos Gods and would have the most elaborate scheme to make sisters fall to him.
Yo, Tzeentch, I knew you was a lame. Tzeentch didn't get no girls. I knew he was a lame, yo. And these eyes are kind of irritating me. Yo, do I got tribal phobia?
Or maybe he just thinks girls are icky and have cooties. Judging by the total lack of Chaos Sisters models, as well as...
And first of all, obviously I was playing, well, you know what, listen, man, you could be, you know, a guy, whatever, and, you know, if you don't get no girls, whatever, it's okay, bro. Everybody got their time, whatever. You just gotta grow up a little bit. Because obviously, like, you know, when like a lot of men grow up or whatever, they tend to look all right. They tend to look handsome or whatever. And I'm not, listen, pause. Number one, pause. But I'm just keeping it real. A lot of dudes, whatever, when they're chopped when they're younger, me, you know, as we get older, bro, we start to look all right. Am I saying that we're Brad Pitt level? No, but we start to look all right and stuff like that. You know, you get a little money in your pocket, you start to take care of yourself, whatever. You know, get your own place. You know, hey, man, things might not look as bad as you think so. But also, bro, listen, do not rush into a relationship. Oh, man. Do not rush into a relationship, man. Listen, you know what? Maybe it's okay to be, you know, to be a little single. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying. Hey, if you're a grown man, you know what I'm saying.
No updates on Muriel's lore in years,
you know what
it
I'm
seems
saying.
like GW isn't super keen on exploring Chaos Corrupted Sisters much, with their only real features being in old niche books or as subnotes on wider stories, so I don't expect to see much of them anytime soon. If you enjoyed the video and you want to...
Shout out to Majorkill, man, for this video, man. Comment down below. What do you guys think about this one? And other than that, I'm going to see you guys later. Some out. Make sure you guys follow my Twitter down below and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.